How to recreate Pep's 2009 Barcelona's tactics in eFootball? After countless tests with different player playstyle combinations, I finally found a squad that closely replicates the on- and off-ball movements of the legendary team while delivering great results. This video has 3 parts: an overview of Pep's general tactics and strategies, and 2 variations of formations. For each variation, I'll analyze Pep's strategies, discuss team composition tailored to his tactics, and demonstrate example build-up plays in online divisions. Let's get started. Barcelona's attack relies on positional play where players constantly move to maintain balance, occupy key spaces, and provide passing options. Thierry Henry said, "Pep told the players about 3 Ps: play, possession, position. And the most important one was position. Stay in your position, trust your teammate in order for the ball to come to you." The team aims to create triangles to maximize passing options for all players. With a perfect triangle, the ball carrier will have at least 2 passing options. Players constantly rotate to fill any space vacated by a teammate, ensuring the team is balanced and difficult to defend against. The most suitable team playstyle to replicate these strategies is possession. This approach focuses on controlling the ball, maintaining close player spacing, and the AI uses flexible positioning to enable player rotations. In build-up, Barcelona is known for its short, quick, and purposeful passing. Pep prefers short passes because, when the ball is lost, players are close to it and can press to regain possession more easily. However, it wasn't a strict rule. When opponents pressed high, they weren't afraid to make long-through passes toward the forwards. The team builds up from the back, with the center back splitting wide, the pivot dropping deep, and the fullbacks pushing up. This setup allows flexibility. If the pivot is marked, the attack can be initiated through the fullbacks, and then to Xavi or Iniesta. If the pivot is unmarked, Busquets or Yaya Touré can have more freedom to join the midfield buildup. From this point, the build-up involves the 3 midfielders, while the 2 variations of the front 3 alter Barcelona's attacking approach. The first variation is when Messi plays as a winger. After breaking the first line of press, the focus often shifts to the right side of the pitch. The interplay between Alves, Xavi, and Messi is crucial. There is often a rotation on the right wing. When Messi stays wide, Alves moves inside. When Messi cuts in, Alves overlaps along the sideline. This dynamic unleashes Messi, allowing him to progress the ball as a winger, or drop into midfield to contribute to the build-up and deliver killer passes. Overloading the right side helps ease defensive pressure on the left. With Xavi or Messi delivering a direct ball to the left, or Iniesta acting as the connector in the left half space, Henry often finds himself in 1-versus-1 situations on the left wing after receiving passes. He can then use his pace and skills to create openings, either scoring himself or setting up an assist. This is the squad I built for the first variation. I'll also include a table of players' selection, an offensive keeper, a build-up destroyer duo as Piqué and Puyol, an offensive fullback as Dani Alves, a fullback finisher for Abidal, Puyol, or Silvinho. 2009. Barca's left back usually has more defensive duties, but I didn't use a defensive fullback because both Abidal and Silvinho would sometimes move forward to join the build-up. Then an anchorman as Busquets, the single pivot, and a B2B as Touré, as Touré's positioning was less static. A B2B or unactivated playstyle as Xavi is ideal. This is because orchestrators in eFootball rarely make forward runs. To maintain good rotation on the right with Messi and Alves, I need someone who not only orchestrates well, but also makes frequent off-ball movements. Then a hole player who can both dribble and pass as Iniesta. Then either a right-footed prolific winger or a roaming flank as Henry, a fast goal poacher as E2, and any Messi card as Messi. And no extra instruction is needed. In this counter, with Messi staying wide, Eto'o only had to be marked by 1 defender.
So what can they make of this? Now it's Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! It's in for the pieces!
This play is initiated from a triangle between Xavi, Messi, and Alves.
Sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way. Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal. Well, this should Roberto. That's been intercepted.
This is a short pass attack on the left wing, aiming for quick one-touch passes.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Played through for the wide man.
Another one-touch pass attack works due to easy passing options created by good positioning. First, an attack on the right. Notice how Iniesta and Xavi switch positions. The key isn't who's there, but that someone is there. Another attack from the right.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Crossed in. Roberto Carlos has a shot.
I always try to attack by forming a triangle.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better. This is a really front-footed approach. You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, sweet feet. And it's De Bruyne. Terrific header. And that should get the job done.
Alves takes Messi's right wing position and takes a shot,
Oh, it's come off the upright.
pressing high and quickly regaining possession.
Gets it away. And here's Vinicius Junior.
A classic overload on the right, which frees up the left wing.
Was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. And here's Messi. That was Rafael. Oh, it's a nice
The same type of
idea,
attack
but the
occurs again.
execution was lacking. He's Rafael.
The same type of attack by forming triangles.
Aside, giving way. It has been tight.
Xavi's run was crucial. That's why an orchestrator shouldn't be used here.
That's a lovely pass. He's had a shot up against stubborn defending.
A chance came from Messi staying out wide.
Oh, good spread. Messi. And Messi.
Here are some counterattacks against a high defensive line.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job. Just the keeper's a beat. And the shots.
The second variation is false 9 Messi. Instead of overloading the right, Messi's movement creates a central diamond with the 3 other midfielders, improving the team's passing and dominating possession even more. The wingers Henry and Eto'o stay wide, which further stretches the opponent's defense and provides more space in the middle for Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta. When Messi plays as a false 9, he often drops back into midfield, creating space in his original position for others to exploit behind the defense. Messi was given a lot of freedom of movement. Wherever he goes, he can overload a certain zone, disrupting the opponent's man marking, while other players can join the space he leaves behind. It could be Eto'o and Henry moving diagonally into the box, or Xavi and Iniesta making forward runs as Messi drops deep. Messi's tremendous shooting ability allows him to shoot from any angle after receiving different types of passes. He can dribble and score on his own, cut in and shoot from the right, or take a first-time shot following a cutback pass. To build a squad for false 9 Messi, the backline and midfield can remain the same. For the front 3, Messi stays in the middle as an SS and the left winger remains the same. However, the right winger should also be a roaming flank. I tried using a right goal poacher CF in this position, but it didn't perfectly replicate Eto'o's positioning. Eto'o would often stay wide to give the central players more space until the ball was progressed near the box. A right CF, however, tends to stay centrally, which wastes the space on the right wing. A roaming flank winger, on the other hand, mirrors his movement perfectly by staying wide and moving centrally only when the ball is progressed forward. This play demonstrates the freedom of movement for false 9 Messi.
Messi looking to run onto it. Rodrigo. Decent ball. Climbs up big. The team any further forward than they were when they started out.
Notice how the roaming flank moves centrally. Building up from the back, the pivot makes a line-breaking pass. Pay attention to how the roaming flank is positioned in the middle, while the whole player makes a run into Messi's original zone. The same type of play occurs again. Starting from the right wing, the opponent's center back is distracted by the false 9, and the whole player moves into the space once more. In this play, the right winger and the whole player position themselves exactly where Messi leaves
So
space.
we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, and now the finish! Still just
The same
one
tactic
goal
is applied
between
again
them.
with
And the
one-touch
score
passes.
is 1-0. De Bruyne! That pass has been
A patient build-up ending with Messi's run into the box.
Nicely waited. Oh, shooting chance!
Positioning so good from him.
Another build-up shows flexible positioning.
Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot. Short and sharp.
This attack follows the use of the full width of the pitch.
Pedri. It's a sweet ball that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
The wingers are often isolated, and a long pass proves to be highly effective.
Not against this opponent.
Oh, good spread.
De Bruyne. And that's played in low.
A patient build-up is capped off with Dani Alves making a decisive run.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Oh, that's such a good run.
He's got it! Tagliafico.
The left winger should possess good pace and dribbling skills like Thierry Henry.
Rafael Leao.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will
Ultimately,
always get you
Messi
into
scores from a cutback pass.
Well, yet another
Messi joins the midfield, controls possession, progresses the ball on the left wing, and takes a shot from the center of the box. He was everywhere.
If they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This Messi!
Thank you so much for watching. Will you be trying out this team setup? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share to stay tuned for more content coming your way.